Okay, welcome to video 7, creating formulas. This is our last video. What we're going to do is we're going to create this column here, F, and this column here, G. So in order to write more intricate formulas, you must use the divided, multiply, minus, and plus signs on the numeric keypad of your keyboard to divide, multiply, subtract, or add. In your Edit Field panel, above your workbook, you can design powerful and unique formulas, which is here. What we want to do now is we want to get the totals for the term mark, which is out of 150, and then the total percentage, which of course will always be out of 100. So let's start here. We go to our formula column, and the formula we're going to enter is equals parentheses E4 times 5 parentheses plus C4 plus D4. Enter. And we get a total of 86. Again, that formula, let's take a look at it, is E4 times 5. So E4, which is going to be 4 times 5, plus C4, which is 45, plus D4, which is 21. And when you add all that together, you get 86. And that is the total percentage out of 150 points. And if I drag this down, just like I've shown you before, it will summarize all of that content for me automatically. And of course, we want this to be bold. Okay, so to get the total out of 100, the formula we will enter is going to be equals F4, which is out of 150. We're going to divide by 150, and we're going to multiply by 100. And that gives us our total percentage out of 100. And again, if we drag this down to the bottom, just like we've been doing, it gives us the total out of 100 for every row. Now I'm going to show you a formula that allows us to bypass the calculations that we did in column F in order to get column G. So we're going to get these totals in one formula without having to do column F. So let's show you how to do that. I'm just going to insert the formula, and then we will go through it carefully. So equals double parentheses E4 times 5 end parentheses number 1 plus C4 plus D4 end parentheses number 2 divided by 150 times 100. Hit enter and I get the same total. Essentially what we've done, let's take a look at that formula one more time. So I have equals double parentheses E4 times 5 parentheses plus C4 plus D4 parentheses divided by 150 times 100. Okay, if I show you what we have for the total for the formula, here you'll see we have E4 times 5 plus C4 plus D4. It's the same thing. We've added one parentheses and then added this formula, you see, divided by 150 times 100. We just added this part to that formula. So if I go over here, again, to H, and click here, you will see how it's both of those formulas combined. And that's how we would bypass calculating column F and getting column G without having to do that step. Okay, that is everything we have to teach you in this video series. There's a couple extra tips I will just tell you very, very quickly. It is a good idea to back up your grade book in multiple places if you can. Don't only keep a copy on your computer. Make a copy, put it on an external hard drive, put it on a flash disk. Better yet, store it somewhere on a cloud-based storage like Dropbox or Google Drive or something like that. There are many options out there, and there are many free options out there, which is even better. It doesn't cost you anything to have it backed up on a cloud-based system, but it will cost you a lot of time and effort if you lose that file and if your computer crashes at some point. Let's hope that does not happen. But as we all know, it does happen, and sometimes files get deleted on accident or something. So we really encourage you to make a backup somewhere. If you don't have access to the cloud, if you don't have access to a flash disk or an external hard drive, burn it to a DVD, or even though we're trying to get away from paper, it's still a good idea, once you've done all your calculations, to print out one or two copies of that and just keep it in your files. And if all else fails, you can always refer back to that piece of paper, and then you don't have to start all over again. So that's all from us. I hope you have really learned a lot about Excel, a lot about how powerful it is. We hope that the tools you have used will help you do your work better and keep you more organized, especially when it comes, obviously, to keeping track of grades, which as teachers we all know can be a very difficult thing. So thank you for joining us. We hope you learned a lot, and we'll see you next time.